Azealia Banks mocks the death of Miss Jacky O. What up, world? Your boy Challz Brown back again talking facts. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe, hit the notification bell. All right, man. I know people gonna say, well, she wasn't mocking her. What? Listen, bro. When you do things that are really, really ugly in spirit, right? About someone who passed away. When you attach their name to some tragedy of your own self and make it about you and try to say that it's karma, you're mocking their death. So Azealia Banks is still mad at DC Young Fly, who was married to Miss Jacky O, who tragically passed away during a surgical procedure, right? And I know a lot of y'all want to diminish and be like, it's a mommy makeover. No, it's a surgical procedure. They're taking a scalpel. They are using antiseptics. They are using anesthesia. They're putting you to sleep. They're cutting you open. They are running tubes through your body. It ain't cute. It ain't pretty. It's real, right? It's a surgical procedure. And this woman passed away from whatever complications. I believe she had heart issues or what have you and passed away. So in true Azealia Banks form, she makes it about herself and finds a way to make it a miserable moment in someone else's life. I'm going to read the post, and this is what I'm talking about. Every now and then, she wins and says something. She goes after somebody that we all can agree we don't like a Candace Owens, right? Azealia Banks versus Candace Owens. I'm Candace Owens. I'm going to take Azealia Banks. Let's go. Get it, right? But far too often, she takes low-hanging fruit and makes it hang even lower. It makes it disgusting, right? So let me just read this, and we're going to have a conversation. And I don't know who's her fans out there. It's whatever. You can say whatever. I want to hear because I'm definitely going to respond. But DC, she went and wrote on her, which don't they be taking her? Ain't she banned on social media or something? How is it always something she's saying when I last I've heard, she was banned off almost everything. But she wrote, damn. DC Young Fly spent years disguising his own deeply rooted hatred of self as jokes pointed at women's beauty, projecting his own feelings about his own ugliness onto women, perfectly secure in their own skin. All right, okay, nothing wrong with that. That's your feelings. That's how you feel. Say what you want about my tears. They were pure tears of rage and not at all a sign of weakness. Because in the end, I won. How you win? This girl dying on the table or dying however she died from the complications, that means you won? Let me finish reading. I'm happy I cried and moved on. That Jacky O girl must have been so deeply insecure about herself. And the nerve of DC to call such a gorgeous woman as Azealia Banks ugly on national television while a bunch of black people laugh. How does this get about you? How does this girl death have anything to do with Azealia, the chicken bone queen, getting laughed at on TV? Your jokes about your appearance are somehow equal to this girl dying at 32 and leaving her kids behind. Somehow your little 20 minutes of discomfort on TV, which is a goddamn comedy show where they crack jokes on each other. I'm trying to figure out how you were hurt at all. It's a comedy show. They crack jokes on each other. It's called Wildin' Out. I don't know if you got the memo of what you do when you get there, but you're supposed to try to insult each other. Did somebody tell you that before you got there? Did you get the check when you walked off? They did not pay. Like, didn't you get paid to go there and insult people? Weren't you trying to insult people? They just got the better of your ass. So, and ironically, dead at 32, exactly on my 32nd birthday, May 31st, in Miami, Florida. You N-words are going to learn to stop effing with me. So now she's claiming that somehow it's because of her that this woman died. This chick is absolutely gross. Let me just say that. You are gross, and you've always been gross. But let me finish reading. I don't think anyone gets how much the press from that first episode derailed the success of Anna Wintour. I came to sing my song and go home, and only at the request of my label. Then the stupid butch queens on stage behind me basically making a mockery of it being a gay song. fake voguing behind me in their do-rags like they aren't all raging homosexuals. So you're still making it about you getting laughed at. The thorn in my side is finally out. No way in hell was I blessed with this many gifts, this much talent and beauty, to be a cultural punching bag for a cast of peons who wouldn't have a pot to piss in if they didn't have the... They blacked out what she said. It looks like a bad word. Social media addicts to gesture for. I do this in the... So whatever she wrote, I don't know what she wrote, but they blocked it out, right? Then she put a video of the incident where they laughed at her. Now, let me just say this, bro. This chick is a disease, right? This chick is a disease allowed to go unchecked. And this shows what our culture has become. When we let somebody like her and Kia and these different people, right, just be obnoxious buffoons, right? My whole thing with Azealia Banks, and I've always said this, she has a lash out mentality. First of all, she's tapped, but everybody else is the problem. RZA was the problem. Nicki Minaj was the problem. Everybody's the problem. Always boo-hoo crying, always falling short, always somewhere in the middle of mediocrity. How much music, unless you are some kind of stan of this chick, she's in no one's conversations about anything musically. Let's just start there. She's in no one's conversations about anything of high standards of females. She's not on nobody's top 10, top 20, top 50 list of actresses, models, singer, anything. Unless you are a stan who likes these crazy ass rants. The only time this chick gets publicity is when she's dehumanizing someone else. That is the literal definition of a bully. She literally only pops her head out her hole to say something disgusting about another person and to try to attack that person, no matter what the reason is. Sometimes she has a point, but most of the time it's just outright ignorance. Slanted viewpoint from a person in their own closet, screaming into the void, seeing who they can hit with these stray bullets. She has a gift of words. And if she put those words on paper and actually made some music that people cared about, she probably would be one of the most talked about. If she talked less and rapped more, she probably would be one of the most talked about rappers in the business if she put those words on the paper. But she's so busy doing this social media song and dance of relevancy. And this, I'm going to lash out and slap anybody down that gets publicity for that day. And God forbid if you've ever got the best of her. She's still talking about something that happened probably 5-6 years ago. And she's equating this woman's death to her winning somehow. Somehow Azealia Banks won when this chick was laid to rest and DC Young Fly had to put his fiance or wife, the mother of his children, into a grave. Somehow this person feels she's vindicated now. That we're going to all stop laughing now. Somehow we're going to all of a sudden say, you know what? Azealia was right. They shouldn't have made fun of her on a show where they make fun of everybody. This chick will attack anyone at any time and got the thinnest skin of everyone. How can you attack people all day and have a thin skin at the same time? It doesn't make any sense. Make it make sense that you're the bully, but you're sad. Hurt people hurt people. I understand that. But at some time, your gifts and all these things you got, I heard the movie was really, you did a really great job in the movie that you damn near sabotage. It's a self-destructive behavior. And if you can't destroy yourself, you're going to try to destroy everyone around you. But guess what? No one's going to applaud this. No one's going to start buying your music or streaming your songs. No one's going to start checking for you, trying to give you deals. You destroyed every single deal you've ever gotten. I don't know how this chick stays in whatever place of shelter that she can afford. I have no idea, because she destroys everything that happens. Good for her. And the reason I'm saying these things, because I can't stand someone who's going to mock somebody's death. And that's exactly what this is. You're mocking her death, saying it came because of you and because you were dissed on Wildin' Out and he hates women and now he's getting punished for it. Chick, you had nothing to do with this. You're a miserable bird in a cage of your own chicken bones and whatever else you got going on in there, right? And as long as you understand that nothing you do is ever going to succeed, nothing is going to succeed. As long as you have this negative force consistently and constantly trying to drag everything and everyone down, you're never going to succeed. I'm going to leave it at that. Let me know what you think in the comments. Hit the like button, hit the share, subscribe, CLBMG, whatever.
CLB.